I made six figures at 19, $500,000 at 20, and seven figures at 21. Did this all by myself, no help, no mentor, in a span of 2 to 3 years. And I'm going to be explaining some things I've learned throughout the whole journey of me doing this as a regular Joe Schmo. Okay, I'm not nobody special, guys. I think most of you guys that watch my videos know that I am just like you. I come from the same obviously now I'm not like you guys. I'm not a Joe Schmo anymore, so you guys can keep me out of that club. But obviously most of you guys are just pretty much lazy ass guys that can't even work a job at McDonald's because you can't even wake your ass up because you're lazy as shit. You just want to scroll all day on your bed. And you guys are probably also fat as shit too. Like you don't even want to work out, go out, which is fine because that's none of my business. That's not my life. But I'll try my best to give you guys some tips business wise. If you're still a fat ass, that's none of my business. I can't help you with that. I'm not a fitness coach. But I will try to give you guys some advice when it comes to business in order for you guys to grow, maybe learn something. Obviously, for me, I have a clothing brand, so it's probably going to be clothing related. But I think all of these fundamentals can probably work for any business. Drop shipping, copywriting. Do people even do copywriting these days? I think AI is taking over for that. So I think copywriting is dead. Anyways, so these are some things that I've learned. I don't care if you guys watch this video. This video is not going to be edited. It's going to be like 20 minutes long. So if you guys have an attention span of a goldfish, just click off. Anyways, let's just get started. So I wrote down a list. I have 5 things I want to go over. I'll try my best to keep it concise because I don't want to yap. I don't want this to turn into another yap session where I talk about a different story time and then it just goes all over the place. I want to stay on track. So let's talk about the first thing, which is fundamentals. What do I mean by fundamentals? Oh yeah, by the way, I just moved into a new crib. As you guys can see, I'm not done moving in, but this is way better than my last crib, so I'm definitely happy with that. But I have 2 of everything. I have like 2 bathrooms, or like 2 sinks, 2 showers. It doesn't make sense. So okay, back to what I was saying. So the first thing that I would say is fundamentals. What do I mean by that? Most people, when they start a business or when they run a business or something's wrong with their business, they always overthink everything, bro. It's like you go to the gym and you're fat as shit. Like you literally have titties. You have like triple chins. And you're like, oh my God, which exercise should I do? Motherfucker, it's not about the exercise, bro. You just got to put that fork down. That's the problem. Same thing. Most of you guys that run a business, that have a clothing brand, whatever business it is, and it's not doing well, or you're first starting out and you don't know what to do, you guys always are like, oh my God, like what should I do? What type of ad strategy should I use? What type of design should I do? Like you guys overcomplicate every single process, which I get it. I understand. It's a new niche. You don't know anything. So you're like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. But I'm telling you right now, as somebody that has hit 7 figures with their company, the best way to just go about it is to just simplify everything. Think about the fundamentals. What is a great business? Having a good product. So if you have a clothing brand, that means just having a good design, a good product, a good shirt, a good hoodie, whatever the case may be. Obviously, this is use your brain, right? Like good product means good design, good quality, fast shipping times, good product descriptions, shit like that. And second thing is good customer service / good customer support. So if a customer emails you asking for a refund, give them a refund. Why are you not giving them a refund? Like I never understood that. I think for brands specifically, they have a very hard time responding to customer emails, or like just customers in general, which I mean, I don't understand that, like you're literally like, for example, if somebody literally wants to cancel their order or something and they email you and you don't respond, like they're just going to charge back. Like it's like worse for you as a business owner. So I would say customer support, customer service. So I guess another thing is just shipping stuff on time, making sure the quality is good. And another thing is making sure you double down on what's working. So I'm sure by now you have some things that are working. So maybe a specific product, maybe a specific marketing style, maybe a specific ad creative. Double down on that. especially if you're first starting out, because there's no point in putting all your attention and all your focus into all these other things when, wait, what was that noise? Did you guys hear that? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I've been sleeping alone recently because I just moved to this new place. And like, I feel like there's like ghosts here. Anyways, all right, sorry guys, I keep getting out of track. I think I have like ADHD or something. So as I was saying, pretty much most of you guys have to focus on the basics, the fundamentals, and look at your business as a whole. Like, objectively analyze it, and you're like, okay, do I have good prices? Yeah. Do I have good customer support and service? Yeah. Do I have good quality? It's not really that great. Okay, I guess that's one thing I could fix. Do I have, I don't know, good marketing? Am I running ads? Am I posting on TikTok 2 times per day minimum? Like, there's so many things that you guys can think about, right? But I'm telling you right now, everything just comes down to the fundamentals. There's no point in you running 50,000 different type of TikTok ad creatives. There's no point in you running 50,000 different types of Instagram ads if your product is just trash. It doesn't make sense. So what I would recommend you guys to do is look at your brand objectively, look at the fundamentals. Like, are you shipping stuff on time? Do you have a good product? Are you marketing anything? Like what channel of marketing are you using? I would say, even for the marketing thing, just focus on one, bro. Like, don't try to do every single one. I would say if you're first starting out, you should definitely do every single type of one. So what I mean by this is, like, you guys should be posting on TikTok every single day. You guys should be running ads. You guys should be doing influencer marketing. But from the 3, I would choose one and just put 80% of effort into it. The other ones, you could just put 10% effort into each. But I think the main important part here is just putting 80% of effort into one of these channels, because there's no point in putting like 30, 30, 30 like that. It's just, I feel like it doesn't really work. For example, for me, in the beginning, I put 80% into organic. Towards the middle, 80% into influencer. Now 80% into ads. They all work. Okay, it's not like none of these work. They all work. It just depends on what you want to do and which one you like. Next, going into the objective reality part. You need to look at your business from a very objective point of view. Now, what do I mean by this? This means look at your business as if it is a customer or a mentor, which I don't think a lot of you guys can do that. But what I mean by that is, like, somebody that has already run a successful clothing brand. Like, what would they say about your brand? So for example, let's say you just started a brand, right? You have 0 sales and you're like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Maybe look at it from like Virgil's perspective or something. Like, I don't know, like a top clothing brand owner, and try to analyze what's wrong. Now, I will say this will be a little bit hard to do because most of you guys think you're the next Virgil. So because of that, most of you guys will not be able to critique your own products, your own website, your own ad creatives, because you guys made everything. So like, the way it works is, let's just say there's 2 parents, right? One of them are like, they're fundamentally very attractive. They have a baby, and obviously the baby is going to be pretty attractive. And then there's ugly parents, where they're fat, ugly, they have a kid, and obviously it's fat and ugly. But because it's their kid, the fat and ugly parents think their kid is the most beautiful thing in the whole entire world. But obviously they're looking at it from a very biased perspective because it's their baby. Same exact thing. Your business is your baby. You're going to look at it from a very biased point of view, which is a reason why I always recommend those that are pretty stubborn to get like another person to review your brand, give you feedback. Obviously, if you want somebody that's actually credible to do it, you have to pay for it. I mean, there's no other way, bro. Unless you know me in real life, or unless you know another clothing brand owner in real life. Like, I have a couple friends that know me in real life that are my friends that are trying to start a clothing brand, and they ask me for feedback and I give it to them. But obviously that's because they're my friends. If they were a stranger, motherfucker, I'm charging you. Stop playing with me. So because of that, I would say, finding a mentor to like critique you and give you actual like critiques will be a little bit hard. So just try your best to like look at it from a third person's perspective. And another thing I would say, like, this is the third point, is just enjoying the process. So I mean, I feel like this is pretty cliche, so I didn't really want to talk about it, but I'm gonna be honest. I think recently I've just been enjoying the process of everything. Like my videos get like two views. My TikToks get like 5 views. My Instagram Reels get like 10 views. But I don't. It's not that I care. I do care in a sense where like I want to improve, but I don't really care in a sense like I don't care about the results, right? Obviously, if I'm posting every single day and I'm getting 0 views, that I'm probably doing something wrong, right? But I won't be like, damn, bro, I'm getting 0 views. Like I'm finna quit this shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like it's more of like, oh, okay, what can I do to improve it? Same exact thing with my business. I think recently, for some weird reason, I don't know why, maybe I don't know, the Q4 time period is when people start feeling more sentimental and emotional about their baby, which is, your brand. But for me personally, I don't care about like the revenue as much. Like I feel like, I don't know why, as soon as I hit like the 100K per month mark, I just stopped giving a fuck about the revenue. Like I'm going to be honest. That's the reason why I actually don't talk about revenue as much in my videos anymore, which is funny, right? Because I just, in the beginning of the video, I said I hit 7 figures at 21, blah, blah. But like, that's obviously to get your attention. But if you watch like my main videos or just any of my videos in the past, I would make specific videos like, oh, I made 80K this month, blah, blah, blah. But like now, I don't care. Like, I feel like the more money I make, the more revenue I make, I keep realizing there's levels to this shit. So I feel embarrassed to like tell people I hit 100K per month, I hit 130K per month. Like it's just like I know people are doing that per day. You feel me? So I feel pretty embarrassed. Obviously, most of you guys might be like, "Oh my god, 100K per month is crazy," which I get it. I was like that as well. But I promise you, once you hit it, it's just like whatever. But fun fact: as soon as I started enjoying the process more, revenue just started to rise. And I think for me personally, right now I'm just focused on just getting my brand out there, having a lot of people wear it. Revenue wise, like I said earlier, like revenue is important. Don't get me wrong, which is a reason why I do talk about it here and there. But you guys also have to realize it's like you're gonna put that back into the business anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And it is important for you guys to get revenue. Like you guys might think like, oh, if you don't care about the money, why don't you charge $30 for it? Well, motherfucker, I'm not dumb. I'm not going to do this for free, right? So obviously I need to make money and I need to scale it and make profits to scale my business. But the point I'm trying to make is even if I hit 150K this month versus 300K, my feeling and happiness would not be different. It'd be exactly the same. Like there's no difference in me hitting 100K, 200K, 300K. Like honestly, the more revenue you make, the more stressful it is because you have to order more bulk orders, plan way more ahead, inventory management, obviously employees, a lot of returns. Like they're just more headache in my personal opinion. I'm not saying that I don't like that, but I'm just saying like most of you guys think if you hit 100K, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so happy, and just fucking like, I don't know, running around like in circles, like laughing and smiling all day, bro. Like that's not gonna happen. So I would say once you like the people that have results and like, oh, I need to hit this, and they have a result like that, and once they hit it, they're just gonna be unsatisfied. Which at that point, some people they keep trying to hit the next big thing, which I feel like I was kind of like that. Or they're just gonna fall out of love. You feel me in the process? It's just like, I'll give you guys like a very good example. Even though I know you guys can't relate because you guys don't touch grass and you guys are literally home all day just being a Discord mod. Like for example, let's say you go to the gym and you see a badass girl. You feel me? 10 out of 10. Okay, working out. She's really pretty. You've been eyeing her for a very long time. Obviously you're a nerd and you're probably fat, whatever, so this will never happen. But let's just say, somehow, some way, you're a decently attractive guy that has something going on with his life and you're not a pussy. So you go up to the girl, you talk to her, and you get her Instagram, you talk to her, you go on a date, multiple dates, time goes on, and you eventually date her, and you're like, damn, I'm so happy I got this girl. And then you realize she's a thought. she's a hoe. She sleeps around with a bunch of guys. She's not loyal, and she causes a bunch of trouble, bunch of drama, master manipulator, and just fucks you over. You feel me? So I feel like that's a pretty good example. Like I think a lot of the results, a lot of the things people want in life, like girls, I don't know, 100K per month, like whatever. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think it's just like a lack of information. You know, like you don't really realize what you're getting into because you're not in it, like physically and like literally, you're not in it, bro. Like you're just like fantasizing about this one thing. You're like, oh my god, bro, like I can't imagine to have a business that's making 100K per month. But are you willing to put the work in to attain a business that hits 100K per month? 9 times out of 10 answer is no, because you don't have a business right now. So I would say, obviously this is an example, this can apply for anything, but in my personal opinion, the only real way for you guys to never quit and never burn out and just continuously do it without having like ups and downs, which, you know, I think in general, if you're an entrepreneur, like you're gonna have a lot of ups and downs. But if you're putting your mindset as like a result based only type of person, your ups and downs will be way greater. It's going to be like a fucking tsunami type shit. Like you're going to go up to like heaven and down to, you feel me? Like you're going to go up and down real high and low. And I don't think that's healthy in my personal opinion. So because of the fact that I feel like you being an entrepreneur in itself already has a lot of highs and lows. So like I said, I think the only real way to fix this is to just fall in love with the process. I think that's the only real way to just be satisfied or happy 24/7 in my personal opinion. Next, we have paying/improving your lacks. So a great example is like, for example, if you suck at running ads, you just suck. Like you're just incompetent because running ads is easy. But let's just use that as an example. Let's say you suck at running ads and you want to, so I guess there's 2 options, right? So the first option is to improve it. So I don't know, keep practicing running ads, do more research. Maybe you pay for a mentor to teach you. Or second option is to outsource it. So pay somebody else to do it for you. Obviously, I would say investment wise, you paying for like somebody to teach you is better because you get to learn a skill and you're going to be able to use that forever. So let's just say, like, for example, let's say somebody charges $2K to teach you how to run ads for clothing brands. You pay the $2K, you learn from him, but you're going to be able to use that forever. So technically, investment wise, it's pretty good. But I think outsource wise, it's also really good because you don't have to think about it at all. You know, because like when you're learning the skill, you still have to learn the skills, etc. But if you have the ability to outsource something and you genuinely don't like running ads to begin with, let's just say, and you're also not good at it, then I think it's a pretty good deal as well. So for example, like, I don't know, let's just say, like, okay, I'll give a good example, like content, right? So right now I paid some content agency to just edit reels for me for my Instagram. So I'm paying them. Main reason why is because I don't want to edit reels. Like I don't want to edit videos. That is not something I like to do, which is the reason why I outsourced it. Don't get me wrong. I know how to edit videos, so I already have the skill. But for me, I just don't want to do it, which is the reason why I outsourced it. So I would say most of you guys probably don't fall under the outsourcing category because you're dead broke. You need to have money to outsource something. But I would also argue that most of you guys are first starting out, so you should learn how to do the skill first through research from yourself. Maybe you pay a course or a mentor, because of the fact that, in my personal opinion, before you outsource, you kind of need to know what's going on. Like I feel like that's a pretty good way to think about it. And then the final thing is, don't think about anybody else. Think about yourself only. So I think for me personally as well, recently I've been seeing a lot of these guys younger than me too. I mean, obviously I'm kind of old, like I'm like 21. But like guys younger than me are making way more money than me. And I'm seeing guys buy, I don't know, like what, Lamborghinis, stuff like that. And I would honestly say for me personally, it's just like, from the average person's perspective, if they see that, they're like, damn, bro, like what am I doing? Like, they're either going to get very discouraged or they're going to get fired up. I think for me, I'm the type where I get fired up. So whenever I see somebody else doing something really good, something really fun, buying a new car, I get fired up and I want to do some more work. Other people, I think majority of people though, they get very like, I don't know, like they're like pussified. Yeah, is that a good way to put it? Like, you're just like such a pussy. You just don't want to do it anymore. Like, you're like, damn, bro. Like, it's just like, you're like, you know, like you go to the gym, like okay. I'm sorry, I'm not fat phobic or anything. I'm just using fat people as an example for this one video. Next video, I'll talk about Asian people. Okay, so don't call me fat. Like, don't say anything in the comments. But let's just say you're like 500 pounds. And you can't even fit through the door. You feel me? Like, if you go to a Brandy or something, which I don't know if you guys will get this joke, but you can't even fit through Brandy if Brandy had 50 doors all combined together. That's how fat you are. So you can't even go through the doors. That's how fat you are. And then you go to the gym and you see a very muscular guy, like fucking like Chris Bumstead, like that type of, like, I don't know who's a pretty famous influencer right now that's in fitness. I don't know, like a very jacked guy. Okay, you see a very jacked guy. He's like lean, like 5% body fat, and you're 500 pounds that can barely fit through the door. And you see that jacked guy. Majority of people seeing that jacked guy will be like, damn, I can never achieve that. And they go home and eat chips again. Small percentage of people will see that and be like, okay, I'm going to be like that guy. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to be like that guy. And then they eventually become that guy. The reason why I say don't think about anybody else is because I feel like a majority of you guys, unfortunately, because this is the majority, you're going to be the other guy that just goes home and eats chips because you're like discouraged from seeing the jack guy. And I've actually never knew that. Like, I feel like I thought everybody just, I don't know, like for some reason I thought everybody, once they see something that, you know, they want, like, they'd get fired up, because that's how I've always been since I was a little kid. Like, if I saw a Lamborghini, if I saw like a guy with like 5 girlfriends or something, I don't know, like something crazy that I wanted, I would always get fired up, and I'm like, damn, I need that, like, you know, I'm trying to be that. But I realized not everybody's like that, and it's actually majority of people, they just do the opposite. Like, they get discouraged and they just go home and do whatever they were doing before, and like they never do it ever again. Which is the reason why I'm saying this, most of you guys should focus on yourself. Like, I think the best thing you guys can do is consume content here and there, use it for motivation. But if you guys get discouraged after seeing videos like that, instead of getting worked up and like motivated, I would cut all those content off immediately, because it's not going to do you guys any help. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I had a little yap sessions here and there, but sorry guys, I can't help myself. Like I said, I don't care if you guys watch this whole entire video. Let me know what you guys think about the crib. I'll do a crib tour soon as I buy like a little table to get all those things over here, like all my cologne and shit. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.